So my husband is in hurricane preparedness mode. He is strapping down the rabbit hutch. So my husband gotta make sure his girls are strapped in, ready for high winds. So you ready for this storm, babe?
I'm trying to get there.
So what are we doing?
Well, we're gonna try to make sure our bees can make it through this high windstorm. So we're gonna secure them by going there to buckle them down with some scraps.
Yeah.
After checking on them and making sure they're okay.
Rather be safe than sorry. All right, Soil fam. So before the storm comes, we're gonna go ahead and harvest the cowpeas. It is starting to thunder. It just started thundering. So let's get these peas and get back in the house. So my husband is taking some of the plants inside the garage, which we'll show you in a little bit, just in case. You know, you never know what these storms will do, and you'd rather be safe than sorry. We hate to leave them out, the ones that's in pots. We hate to leave them out, and then the storm is worse than what we thought, or, you know, whatever. So take them in, because you'd rather be safe than sorry. The bananas, he'll stake them up just in case the wind get too high, and he staked some of them up because the bunches get heavy and sometimes it'll pull the tree down. So he braced a couple of them, and I'm sure he'll brace these two because we have two more back here. One here, which is his sweetheart. You can see the bananas are finally starting to show way up there. And y'all, this is a new plant. So, and this one, I don't know if you can see that beautiful blossom up there that's just dropping right there. So we'll pray for him. Other than that, we have our greenhouse back here. So of course we have sugarcane lane over here and more bananas, which should be fine. You know, push come to shove, the leaves will get shredded. No problem. We just don't want them to come down. Sugarcane lane, we have sugarcane. We have about 6 varieties of sugarcane, which is okay. You know, the wind can blow it down. They're pretty strong. It's okay. We can harvest some of these anyhow. I know this thing doesn't like to see that. We can harvest some of that to eat, but it's all good. It's all good. Now the greenhouse, we were just talking about taking the cover off the greenhouse, which I think will be our best bet, because water and wind, it'll just weigh it down and tear it down. The rain already pulled it down one time before, and my husband staked it back up. So I think if we take the cover off, we should be safe. So Bobby just said, I think we should take the cover off. So we'll take the cover off of the greenhouse. We strapped the bees down. We strapped the tent down for the rabbit tree and the quail. And he bringing his pots in. That is a lot of what needs to be done outside. You know, the dragon fruit is always an issue. They could be blown down, and we have like 30 buds on there. That's tons of fruit that we want. So, but we can't move all those plants in right now. So we'll see. We'll see. Other than that, making sure you have medicine, water, and food for yourself and your pets, just in case you out of power for a couple days. We have freeze-dried meals, fruit, juice. We have water set aside. We have bottles that we can, and I need to show you one of our bottles. We have water bottles that purify the water, which is very important because the water system can be tainted and we need clean water. You can get water out of a ditch and it will clear it up through these water bottles, which is amazing and very important. Important paperwork, checking on your neighbors, all this good stuff during these times. So we'll take this cover off. We're not worried about the things inside the greenhouse because it's just a storage house for right now. We just don't want the greenhouse to be destroyed. So take the cover off of it. And it's okay if it rained in there. It's just pots in there anyway. Life goes on. So as you can see, the girls are strapped down and good to go. We got two splits on the side. Put a brick on one of them. They're not gonna go anywhere, hopefully. But we were concerned about them tipping over, so we strapped them down. This plant, this is a Mickey Mouse. You know how to call this scientific name? I don't, but that's a Mickey Mouse. It's a form of elephant ear. Very nice. Look at it. Beautiful. And they are tall. Probably almost 4.5 feet tall. Mr. Bobby over here is getting Trudy. Mr. Bobby over here is collecting peppers, right, babe? Bell peppers. So that's our passion fruit and blue butterfly pea trellis. I love it. I love it. What's next, babe?
All right, fam. So I just came back from the gym and we are expecting a storm tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm a little bit worried. You know, I did some preparations around the homestead to make sure everything kind of stay in place. But I decided I was going to go ahead and do a little bit of filming of what my trees look like before the storm. All right. So these are just a couple of my bananas. So we're going to take y'all around a little bit, show y'all exactly what the bananas going to look like. Now, from what the Weather Channel says, that it's supposed to pass directly over us. All right, I don't put a whole lot of stock in that, but just in case it does, you know, I went ahead and did some things that should help make everything a little safer. This is one of my bunches of bananas that is sitting in front of the house, and I have 3 active flowers on this. This is another huge mat that's sitting in front of the house, and it has 3 flowers on it also. So we got bananas, guys. We got bananas. That's one of them. That's 2 of them. And that is 3 of them. All right, so this is what this particular plant looks like before the storm. Here's another one of my banana trees, all intact. All right, fam, so this is some of my potted fruit trees, and I definitely need to do something to secure them before the storm comes. I do not want the storm to take my plants away. I think I'm gonna go ahead and prune this apple tree before the storm get here. I think it's definitely in need of a good pruning. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that here in a second. Another apple tree. I think these will be fine. I'm a little bit concerned about my ice cream bean. This is a massive passion fruit vine with very few passion fruit on it. I'm hoping it'll be fine, which I'm not overly concerned. Some of my citrus that is struggling, but I think they'll be fine. So I went around to all my big hives and I made sure I went ahead and scrapped them down. Here is another.
All right, so we have shampoo ginger. I did milk these today, so I try to get them at least once a week. They are doing great, and they will be great from the storm. And the new nursery, my husband brought in some of our plants just to protect them from the storm in the garage. Whatever's potted, bring it in. This is the water bottle I was talking about. It has a filter in it, so all the time clean water is important. So these bottles are great. You do want to stock up on water, especially when storms are coming, or all year round, because you never know what'll happen. But to have these on hand, and I'll link this in the description, this is an amazing water bottle. It will purify your water. You can get creek water purified up to 99%. So definitely check these out. If you don't have water bottles with a purifier, you should get at least one for each family member, but at least one per family. That way y'all have clean drinking water. This is by Blue. I'll link them in the description. All right, it is Wednesday morning, 7:11. We just lost power. Wanted to show y'all what this hurricane is doing for us, and we have no power. It's drizzling.